Hi everybody, it's Spring with Soaps and Suds and Such. And today my son's going to be talking to you a little bit about some things that we've been doing.
Now we got a box, we've got a couple of boxes and some other stuff. Now, today we're going to be talking about solitary bees. That's what's in this box. And they came today late, so we can't video outside. But in case you're wondering, solitary bees, they don't have a hive. A lot of people use reeds. Now, we plan to put some up that use reeds, but we got paper in them. So that way, in the winter, we can take the tubes out of their little home, and then we can pull this out and get all the bee cocoons out. And then we can replace that paper and just help keep all the dirt and
Mites
and other bad things out of the nests. Now, I've also gotten a hold of this isn't just a bee box, it's an insect box. Got this one off of Amazon. We plan to make most of ours.
Well, tomorrow we'll go outside before we end this video and show them what we did last year.
Yeah. So it's got your bees.
I think this is butterflies.
The lace wings or butterflies. And then you've got this for your ladybugs. And I'm not sure what everything this covers, but I know bees.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's little. It's got a metal roof.
And we've got another house out there. We'll show them tomorrow too.
We intend to make a couple more to spread them out.
We'll probably do a video and show that once we get it done and show what all we've come up with, different designs for doing them. We want to do them differently, different ways.
My packaged bees. Some informational packets, which are good.
Oh, yep.
Now, I got the Blue Orchard Mason bees, leaf cutter bees, and a couple more. Sunflower, Texiana,
and
Californico.
Yeah.
I believe that's how you properly pronounce them.
Maybe. We may be off on our pronouncing them, but hopefully we're close. We'll butcher it too much. Oh, looky. Yay! We've been waiting on these guys to get here. Hoping they wouldn't hatch out. They were supposed to come, I think it was yesterday. Didn't come. Huh. What's open? Have they got anything in them?
Well, of course they do.
They don't look sealed up like I thought they would. I was thinking they'd have mud on the ends.
They have mud in them.
You can see it?
But what I was worried about, I don't see any bees.
Okay.
So I don't guess any of them hatched out. That's what I was worried about, because I know once the temperature gets high enough, especially for those blue orchards, they come out early. So I'm glad that they're not out. Or if they are out, they got out before they were put in this box.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, does it tell what those are? Or?
There's a leaf cutter. You can tell what that is. See how small the tube is?
Yeah.
And it's got leaves.
Oh, let me try to zoom in on that if I can. You get that light shining in on it.
Mm-hmm.
That one right there with the little green. Okay.
I'm not sure what this one is. I mean, that's also plant material.
Yeah, it is.
But it's not really leaves.
And then that one over there looks different. See it?
You can see the mud, most of them have mud in them.
Yeah.
See, I'm glad my two bees come in.
Yeah.
I was worried about them.
Tell them the importance of these bees, because a lot of people don't think about it.
These bees are good at pollinating your gardens and everything. And see, here's ours.
They're close.
The leaf cutters like smaller holes than the mason bees. But, you know.
Some of ours are a little big, but we're maybe be catering to other creatures.
We cut it all ourselves, so we didn't go buy it pre-cut.
That's our bamboo that we growed.
So
they'll all be different sizes.
Yeah. The bees will pick what they want.
Yeah.
They'll avoid what they don't want.
But they're very important. It's important for everybody to try to do their part.
Well, they're
taking care of them.
They're good pollinators.
They're not
actually, most of them are better pollinators than honeybees.
And they don't usually sting the
They're
way
not
I
aggressive.
understand it.
They're not aggressive.
And then you've got your butterflies, people. I know they make those, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Crawl around.
Caterpillars.
Caterpillars. I know they make those, and I know they eat your roses up, and they eat mine up, but I'm going to stop killing them. I'm going to start gathering them up and moving them away from where I don't want them and put them where they can munch on something else, because we don't want to lose our butterflies either. They're very important. Our butterflies, our bees, I mean, you know, all of that's really important.
But yeah, so we got different.
Yeah, for different
sized holes.
Well, different little creatures. You never know, and it's like your what is it? What else is it? Ladybugs.
Yeah, always looking at ladybugs.
Yes, because they're real important, because you get creatures like the pests, like aphids and mites, spider mites on your plants, and you're going to need something to take care of them. That's where your ladybugs and several different lacewings and what nematodes or something like. I think that's the name.
I don't know about nematodes. I didn't look at that.
I'm not sure what they take care of, but they're supposed to take care of something. But just different stuff, and we're going to try to do our part. And you see, all I did is I took this paper, and this is the nice, just plain paper.
You can use printer paper.
Yeah, you can use printer paper. Some people do, but I had that. That's just a plain old brown paper, nothing to it. And I just cut it. I rolled it around one of my chopsticks that I use to actually swirl my soap. And then when I got my perfect little roll, I took it with the chopstick in it, and I just stuck it right in there and pushed it all the way to here and try to get it flush. And then what I'm going to do is I'll fold this end up, and I'll put a piece of tape on that. And I have to do all of them. So I got to do all of that.
But that's alright.
But we've got like a whole box, small box, well, bigger than that box, but of these already done, and we're planning on going and getting more bamboo. This here is actually a different type of bamboo, and you know, I like using this bamboo better, but this here worked too. Got anything else to add to it?
Well, we'll show them.
Yeah, tomorrow.
We'll show them what we've got outside tomorrow.
Yeah, because our experiment last year.
we gotta set these up because they're not marked, so I don't know what bee is what. So I'm gonna have to put them all out. Okay. Because it's March now. It's getting warm. Those leaf cutter, not the leaf cutter. So the mason bees are gonna come out. The males will.
Oh, and we got blueberries budding.
And I've got to get these bees out there, so that way the males are out there pollinating, getting their nectar, getting ready for the females. So
we'll do that tomorrow.
Yep. And hopefully in a few years we'll have too many mason bees and leaf cutter bees and.
So we'll add on tomorrow to the rest of this video. So I'll go ahead and just stop it here, and we'll bring it back when we get ready. Hi everybody, it's Spring with Subs and Suds and Such, and I'm just adding on to the video that we've done started, so I don't know why I even said that.
It's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Well, here's a bit of an update. Now, we bought both of these houses, and in case you do go out and buy the houses, there's a good chance that they have glued the tubes in. I mean, that makes sense for shipping these things around. But if you're like us and you want to put paper in there to be able to remove these tubes and then remove the bees from those tubes, you know, keep everything clean, even take count of your bees, and if you've got any that are diseased or any mites or anything in there, you can get rid of it. You're going to have to unglue them. You have to take them out.
Manually, yeah.
Manually. But what did surprise me is, well, both of these houses, they used tubes that do the equivalent of wasting space, and I'll show you. So they didn't care.
You see that joint? Grab you one of those sticks over there so you can show them what we're talking about.
So the idea is,
right over there.
Obviously the bee goes into the tube, but if you've got one like this and you have this right here, that's space that's lost.
Yeah, because it cuts off right there. Where that joint's at, you can't go no further.
That's a natural barrier, and the bee isn't going to, it's not a carpenter bee, it's not going to chew through that. So that's lost space. And whenever you have one like this, you know, that's lost space. These are the short ones out of there. There were some long ones out of here.
There's actually
that
more
were also
out of that one that were middle-ized.
Now, of course, as you can see, we've used a couple of the ones that either end off near the surface, like this one. We've used them as fillers, basically, to help compress all this to the sides and make it not as movable. But obviously a bee isn't going to go in that and make a cocoon. It's just a filler piece. And as you can see, here's our tubes that we bought. We put these two in here. They're not labeled, so the only way that I know that this is obviously a, well, there's a good chance it's a leaf cutters because there's a leaf right here and it's a very small tube. But these other ones, this one uses plant fiber, so I can assume it's not a mason bee. But I mean, some of these are empty. How it's not easy to look into them, and
there's hardly anything in them.
And to see what was used to pack them.
You can't. I mean.
So I've distributed them as best as I can in these two.
Right there's one
houses.
Of them, and I'm telling you, I can't even see. I mean, it's got to be way down in there. I don't see how there's over one or two cocoons, if that.
And the thing is, it's not like the bees came out on the way here because the box was sealed.
Yeah, and there was nothing.
There was nothing in the box.
And they're not cheap.
I paid around $50 for my
Just
package of bees, which is cheaper than honeybees, but that's still $50, and they're not marked.
Yeah.
You don't know what bees or what. You have to assume. And I knew that they were going to come in tubes because they advertised that, but
we didn't know this was all going to be together, you know, stuck together with no markings.
And then the fact that some of these tubes are mostly empty.
Yeah, well, we're thinking about contacting the company
and letting them know that some of their tubes were pretty empty.
I mean, they are so low you can't really tell. I mean, they're low. Shine a light in it, aren't they?
This one's filled, and there's a few other ones right here and right here. But like that one goes way back in there, that one. That one's filled, that one goes back in there, that one too. But yeah, we got these two houses done. This is of course a multi-insect, and this is just a solitary bee house. we're going to make our own houses. We've actually got a couple of recyclable
Yeah.
shells, so to call it,
And we'll
coffee
show
tins
those, yeah.
and stuff like that, where it's, you know, it's a metal container. It'll work great for putting your tubes in it.
We're going to come up with some different
Yeah.
ideas, and we'll do another video to show you what we came up with. So everyone out there, maybe you'll want to do some too.
And hopefully these will come out. They'll use these tubes, and we'll have the natural bees come out, and they'll also use these tubes because they get along pretty good in terms of sharing a house and
That's
each
what
having
they
their own
say,
tubes.
yeah.
And of course all these will act as landmarks,
The long ones, yeah.
so that way it's easier for the bee to find where its home is. And the filler ones will kind of act like that as well. But yeah, hopefully we'll get a bunch of bees in these at the end of the year, and because these don't have paper, but these do, most of these do, we'll be able to pull out most of our cocoons and
make sure they're all right.
make sure that they're not infested,
mites.
keep everything clean, and then reset them for the next year, put them back out, and get a nice, real good colony of these solitary bees going. Because we got a good colony of the carpenter bees going.
Oh yeah.
Even though we didn't want them to be going in the side of our buildings and stuff.
Yeah, and home.
But they're already established. If we kill them out, that's going to be killing out a big pollination source. Even though they do cheat on certain flowers and just cut them open. And
tomorrow I will, before I end this video, I will show you the
our experiment we did last year.
Yeah.
We showed it off in a previous video, but
I think so.
I figured it'd be good to do an update on it relating to this.
Yeah, and well, we think maybe some of those may have already came out. But we've got to take these guys outside here in a minute, and don't want them hatching here in the house.
Yep.
Scare the kids to death.
Although they're mostly, everybody claims that they don't sting much. They're not very aggressive, and some of them don't have stingers.
Yeah, and the kids they've been watching lots of videos on
honeybees.
And the solitary bees too. So I don't think they'll really be too scared of them.
I just hope that we get plenty of tubes filled and get a good colony of these going, and then maybe we can look into. I don't want to kill out the carpenter bees. I want to actually attempt to move them.
Yeah.
But I'll have to see how well that goes. Give them a new burrowing wood. Let them burrow into that. Get rid of their old holes. Then take that new wood that they've burrowed into and just move it somewhere else, away from those buildings. Yeah. So that way whenever they emerge, there's no buildings.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not quite as bad down here at the home we moved into as they are
at the other house.
Yeah, and it's next door, so it's still our other home, and we we don't want them to eat it up, but there's
so many of them. It's a big colony of them.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, thanks for watching.
I'm going to bring them back tomorrow, and I'm going to show you that outdoor experiment there.
There's a good chance I won't be with you tomorrow.
Yeah, he probably won't, so.
Busy doing work.
Yeah. But I'll talk to you then. Okay, guys, I told you I'd bring you back before I finish this video. This is what we did last year. We actually bored holes into this wood. Plenty of holes, and if you can see, some of them, didn't get completely filled, like say that one. It's got something in there. And then some of them got completely filled. Now with what, we're not sure. But if you can see that, a lot of them have something in them. We have some more down here. This is just a big old plastic container or not plastic, it's plexiglass, and we just took a bunch of old wood, weathered wood, bored holes in it, took some of our bamboo, which one of those is filled up, I noticed right there, but it looks like something's came out of it. Got more up in there. We just stuck it all in there, and we had it sitting in a sunny spot, actually on top of a building, and that's what we did last year. And we did have some activity. We've seen a lot of flying bees and such around it, and then we've got those holes that got filled up. And then today we have to hang these out in a sunny spot, I think facing, if I'm not mistaken, my son said facing east or south or something like that. I'm going to have to find out from him, but we couldn't get them hung out last night. But they seem to still, what had something in them seems to be still closed up. Like those two, and then these down here that we don't know if there's anything in them. Several of them that we bought, and then some of them have something in them, but it's way back in there. But yeah, I thought I'd bring you on out here and show you what we was talking about, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do click subscribe. That way you see whenever I put up another video, and you know, that helps support our channel every time someone subscribes or likes a video or shares a video, so that we can do more videos. And we hope to do that soon. I've got me some little lavender back there that I'm going to be planting. My husband got up some sourwoods he's going to plant, and then they got him a peach tree here, and we've got some bee boxes over here. But I'll see you on the next video. Happy beekeeping, happy soaping, happy whatever you are making, creating, doing. Remember the little solitary bees, remember the butterflies, all of these creatures God gave us to help keep the world a better place. Thanks for watching.